Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm back up in my workroom. I haven't hardly done any knitting today. I did a little bit crochet, another bag I'm making, but that's for my crochet channel. And that's all I did today. And I've been tidying up. That's what I haven't been in my workroom. One of the reasons was it needed a good tidy up, because it's amazing how much dust you get off wool when you knit, the amount that I knit. And everything needed a good clean, everything needed pulling out, and floor needed vacuuming everywhere, and that's more or less what I've been doing. So I'm going to show you, I've been tidying up my stash, and I'm going to show you what I have been doing. But I've also been trying to work on my cardigan, the one that the sweater, sorry, that I'm doing. Now, I was thinking about doing the sleeves. Like, somebody did suggest this, but I had thought about it myself as well about the same time. Doing the cuffs, just the cuffs on the sleeves. One of the colours that's in here, and that's more or less about the nearest I could get. It looks very similar to this colour that's floating around the top there. That's what I was going to do. But I have put that sweater on the floor, and I think I messed the back up when I was trying to alter it, because I've messed the front up and it doesn't match the back properly. I'm going to show you. It's on my floor. I am going to pull the back out, and I'm going to knit it up the same size as what I did for the front, because I made the front smaller to try to bring it in a little bit, to bring the sides in. Instead of sewing straight down the sides would be folded in a little bit and done that way. But I've messed it up somehow and I can't work it out. So I'm just going to pull the back out, and I'm going to pull the front out down to the armholes. It measures 16 inches up the side. Now I normally only do 15 inches, so I can pull another inch out and then do it properly, cast off those 6 stitches that I do before I start the shaping up. And I'm going to do the back the same size as what I've done the front. It's a lot of mess, but I hate when something doesn't turn out right. If it doesn't turn out right, I'm starting again. But I'm not starting the whole thing again. I'm going to show you. It's on the floor. I'll just pick my tablet up, because my tablet's just in front of me on the computer here. You'll see a little bit funny while I'm moving about here. And I'll have to turn the round. Now that is it on the floor. And as you can see, the back is wider, but the front, I've set it down and I've somehow made the front a little bit longer. And the stitches on the back don't match the stitches on the front. I've cast off, decreased the number of stitches as I thought to match the back, but it doesn't match the back. So I'm just going to pull the back out and do it the size I've done the front. I had 120 stitches on for the back, but I only had 108 on for the front, because I had cast the stitches off. Instead of just casting off 6 on each side on the back, I cast off 12. And that made that if I did the front, instead of 120 stitches, I'd only need 108, and I won't cast off those 6 stitches on either side, which is what I've done. But it's just not working out right. And if I do what I'm going to do, the back will be an inch shorter, the front will be an inch shorter, and there'll be that little bit extra from the sides. And I may have enough to do the whole thing with what I have. That's what I'm doing anyway. And I have been, as you can see, all my boxes and things under here. I've been sorting out all my stash to show you. I'll get right back and you can see the whole lot. I'm holding my tablet up here to show you what I've been doing, but I've been tidying up, and I now have a gap on the end there. But there was gaps up the top, but you can see the lemon and the turquoise. They are new packs that I bought when I was at Bridgefield Bargains, so they filled up a little space that was up there, but that big space I have at the side, because I've used quite a lot of yarn actually, and I'm busy using that one at the moment on the bag. That's what I have left for to do for the bag, so that'll be gone, because I had wool right up to the edge of the wall and I was sick of it falling down, having to put it back. So I've sorted it all out and it's all tidy now, and I know what I've got and what I haven't got. And I even had packs piled up just on the end there where the cloth is there, and I've managed to fit them in any empty spaces, that's one. So I have used quite a lot of yarn actually out of it. And then I have all my bags and things down the bottom, the empty boxes where I put the wool. I've just kicked something across the floor. That pole. Anyway, the empty boxes where I put the wool when I'm using the wool winder to stop it rolling all over the floor. And then I have that bag there that has all my bits of cloth in that I use for the pouches and things like that. And then I have a couple of boxes behind there that's all cotton in those boxes. I keep all the cotton separate so I know where it is. And a few things, the material I use for the backing for my patterns and things there. And that box there, it's the biggest box there, that is full of chunky or anything thicker than chunky. Now that one, I couldn't get the box shut at one time. It's quite down a little bit now, so I'll be able to get rid of some of these boxes under here before long. And I have other things, you know, the wool that I'm doing on another cardigan, and where I keep my things, where I pack things in. And then these are just bags I have odd balls of wool, you know, bits and pieces in. That yellow one has machine knitting yarn in actually, which I'll probably get rid of, and I may pull that bag out and make some other bags with it because I don't need it. And then I have a bag for things that I sell in there, blankets and that, which nobody seems interested in, the blankets at the moment actually. And then I have just other boxes and things with all needles in under here, and I've been tidying them all up, and you can't see what's in the boxes, but there's just odd balls of wool and stuff like that. And that's actually something for my car. I don't think it's ever been used. And I have jigsaws in the corner there, which I used to do on this bench here, before all this wool took the place, took up all the space. But that's all I have all around here. And I also have, that's my camcorder, but I very rarely use it. But I also have one of those things that has the light on, which is on here, but there's a piece broke off on it and the light won't stay on it now. And that's just all my things all about the floor, and my flowers on the window. I've been forgetting about that flower, forgetting to water it. I've just given it some water to hope it livens up a little bit. And I'm still tidying up things around here because I have all my odd balls of wool and things and other things there that I keep, my steps there, my chair. And I've just brought everything up from downstairs and piled it all onto this table that one's all sorting out here, because this is where I do my tutorials. And they are my cable needles, the ones with the cables attached, or just hang over that thing. It's handy, that. And then all the other things. And my phone up here now actually works since I got the internet sorted downstairs. And I've got some booze up there as well. I'm going to have some of that. It's been there since Christmas. So that's a lot of my stash. And like I said, I'm going to pull this sweater out the back of it because I just do not like the way it's coming out. I messed up somewhere and I can't work it out. And I have my little bag. That's my little bag I take to the bingo with me. And I did a little bit at the bingo last night. Just that little bit. We didn't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. Actually, you only have maybe about two 10-minute breaks. Well, maybe it's about half an hour when I first go in and about a 10-minute break in between. So we do a lot of talking and all that as well. So that was all. I got a little bit of that done. But I didn't win at the bingo last night, but my friend Anne did. She won £110. So we had £55 each to come home with, so that was better than nothing at all. And now I am going, it is 5:30. I'm going down to do my tea, but when I come back up here, I am going to pull the back of that sweater out and start again on it. I'm afraid when things don't work out right for me, I won't take second best. I'm going to pull it out and sort it out because it's just far too big, the back, and I don't like the way the stitches have ended up. It means I'm going to have to decrease more in the front to bring it the same width as the back. It's just not right. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you know how I get on when I get on with it. So bye for now. Just a little bit extra. I finished this video, but I got my converter out to add the video to what I do is I convert it and edit out little bits I don't want you to see. And I noticed something. The number of this video is 666. And if anybody knows anything to do with horror films, things to do, that is the sign of the devil. The devil's been at my sweater. That's what's wrong with it. I thought I'd just come on and mention that because I didn't see it until I started doing the converting on this video. So that's just a little bit for a little laugh at you. And if you see anybody with any little horns, I've just sold something on my one of my shops. That's what that cash register sound was. But if you see anything come in my video with a couple of little horns sticking out anywhere, it's the devil's in my video. So bye again.